one of the things is when you ended up coming down the hallway and talking, that was the thing. You were either going to get fired or you were going to get promoted. If I was given a box of paper to read in the morning about what's my next tickets are or prior, and I had to have a cart to roll all this information down and actually think I was going to read it before I got my next appointment, that my 2 hour conversation with somebody and I have to read a box of paper, no, doesn't happen. If my ticket isn't clipped to a piece of paper and what I'm supposed to be telling this person's future is going to be, I want to know exactly what's been going on, like right now, because I'll already have known before, because I was the one that hired them. So I already have a good idea. So don't bring me a load of crap back. And the one thing that's for certain is that if there's good reason, and say this person cut out a trunk line or they cut out the neighborhood's communication or something like that. It had nothing to do. I wasn't there to talk about repairs or anything. The repairs were actually made by the people that caused it, and then they were dealt with. They weren't told to leave because they were the people that actually left and did it. So they're the people that get to repair it, not a whole new crew that comes back to restart the whole process over again. The same people that did it, if they were alive, they went back to fix it because they were the ones that were going to stay there with the thing they did. And I gave them the benefit of the doubt to go ahead and stick around in the with the crew for a week, even with them not even realizing what they were doing to their crew. Not them doing while they were doing what they were doing. The crew didn't know they were doing it to the crew, but I did. For that, that's a mistake to do because you put other people in harm's way. No, I did catch it all the time before the fire, before the smoke. But a couple incidents, safety incidents, does have to do with fire and smoke and buildings. And short story is that when you come through the office and you think you're going to get a promotion because you think that the extra work that you caused your crew, their extra money that they made dragging the job out for the week, which cost everybody money, instead of shutting the crew down immediately, play it out and let them get their work done and let them get paid. If there's a prior company that knows these people, and it's one of those buddy buddy things where they are together, then what happens is not only does it cost more because I learned this and I'm going to fire that person. No, folks, this has happened hundreds of times. That was a job that I do. I spent for 4 years firing people. Very simple, not fun, not nice. Drop your tools, come down out of the basket before someone goes up there and gets you. If you've disabled the controls, I'm going to get in this unit and I'm going to make you come all the way down to the ground and you're not going to control your basket. Yeah, I'll do that and bring it all the way down to the ground. If I see you up there doing something wrong, and that's the thing these days, there's only 2 people on crews, maybe even 1 person on a crew. They get to make up their own tickets. They'll write down whatever they did. They climbed to the top of the world, scared as shit, or whatever. It doesn't mean anything. down in the ditch fixing something. But I'm talking about the people that are malicious folks that know that when they're coming down the hall to see me, they're they think they're getting a promotion because of all the things that they think people have seen them do, but in reality, they undermine the job because they are professional at what they do. They undermine the job. They caused extra repairs. They caused a short or a mishap, a loose cap on a pressure line. And yeah, these things are all little surprises, folks. Short circuit grounds and these things. This is all what I found in the past, folks, as I've watched people work. I I already know this because the trade that I was hired to oversee, I've already it's been an endeavor already, so there isn't anything you can say about it. And the hiring and firing too, folks. So don't be surprised if you're the owner and your feller and you come to me and you say I want to hire you to do something. I already know that I'm not going to hire you. You're not going to hire me. As a matter of fact, I already fired you. Yeah, I did. Many times. No, I'm not a collector of tools. But that is what happens. And when you're around a lot of people that do construction, these people come and go, come and go, come and go. And they do it religiously, folks. They go on, they find new people they think they can appease, and they're undermining something, thinking they're helping all their other buddies make extra money. In turn, I actually charged the people extra money for my services, and I already told them that's what my services are. It's not a depreciation of my service. If you want something from me, you're going to have to pay. It doesn't matter what it is. If you're the homeowner, the millionaire that has this strip mall, and you want new lights, or you want new plumbing fixtures, or you even want a new sidewalk coming down the whole thing. Do you need all that? Yes. You're going to pay for all that? Yes. That's different, folks. That is all different than going into a company and realizing there's a lot of people that are being paid to just a continuance of destruction. If a lot of you contractors have listened this far, you've probably thrown your phones across the room. I'm not talking about you. Because you stay awake 23, 24 hours and you're the one that owns the company and you know what you need to do to get your company on board. Because all of your employees are not that extra 12 hours, that extra 24 hours in their business or what their dream is and they're trying to make come true. But they're going to drag all these people along with them and think they're heading up to the top. It doesn't work that way, folks. And you know the people I'm talking about. So don't destroy your phone. And I'm not talking about the you. I said the you. But on a good note, folks, just remember, if you keep both your heels on the ground and you listen more than you talk, it may help you. Having earbuds in may help you. Not having earbuds in may not help you. But what can help you is yourself. Knowing that when you're going in for that promotion, there's only two things that happen. When you get promoted to management, you're still going to be get fired faster. If it's just a happy day go luck visit, you don't need to go into the office. You don't need to go into the office and tell everybody what you did. I'll share this with you, folks, because what people do is they mock what you did and they expect more. and you're just trying to share that with them. They call it you're sharing your ADHD with us and all that good stuff. That's a different thing, folks. And people struggle with that all the time. And yeah, company owners do make fun of people that like to explain their processes and projects. And for that, homeowners and contractors suck because employees do like to share that with people because that's what they've learned to do. But folks, and I know you're thinking, well, you talk too much. You don't know what you're talking about. You've never even met people. You don't even go anywhere anymore. You don't do this. You don't do that. No, I don't, and I can't. And then I can't hire and fire any people anymore. I have. That was a thing. It's not these days. You still do get called into the office. You still do get told those few words. There's never an explanation. Just so you know, folks, getting a runny nose there. If someone is in the office and you expect an explanation from somebody letting you go, you're going to be told whatever they want you to hear just so you can leave. And it's usually what you want to hear. You just don't know it. You're having a bad day. So don't think you're going to stick around and make yourself feel any better if it's something that you've done wrong. But if it's something you haven't done wrong and it's a corporate that's used you that long, I won't fire people for you. And I haven't. As a matter of fact, I've tried to take them along and send them in different directions. And some of you, borderline billionaire, I'll just call borderline billionaire. I'll call them borderline bills. Because millionaires are every which way you look. I'll call them the borderline bills. They're the ones that, well, you know who I'm talking about. They're all humans. Everyone on this little floating rock, folks, is a human. And humans can learn. And humans can learn two things, good or bad. But folks, all this was real stories. And I'm going to leave you with, it's not a saga. The saga always continues. The moral of the story is don't be a dickhead. And don't think you're going to go into that office and tell somebody what you can and can't do. Because that's why you were there. Because you said you can. Not what you can't do. They wouldn't have hired you. The moral of the story is, folks, keep listening, keep looking. Tomorrow is a new day. Today is today. Yesterday's definitely gone. It may have made you do what you're doing today. But don't forget, time heals. And if you think you're going to jump in the way of something and make it better for someone else that you don't have any idea what's going on, and you're on a crew working right now, just do what you've been asked to do. And you don't need to do any more because that's what they've asked you to do. And when you go into your interview or review or whatever they call it, the 6-month mark or whatever, it was a year, usually a year and a half, don't go in and tell everybody what you've done. They will already know what you have been supposed to have done. So don't tell them what you've done extra, because they've never asked you to do that. But if you have underlined plumbing, if you've underlined constructive things and you've been employed by someone to do so, and you're spending your day to day undermining a situation where you've been invited to help a crew do something, and you're undermining that progress, and I don't know, Gweed, I'm going outside, can't get down that way, budge. A second. It's not a good thing, folks, because it doesn't help anyone. It affects the entire crew, And then and sometimes a lot of people do take that stuff home. Their family, they don't have any idea what you're talking about, and they just know that you've had a stressful day. The moral of the story is, folks, don't take it home. Do what you've been asked to do and pay attention because it's always around you. Both things. Happiness, sadness, whatever you want to call it. The meanness turns to sadness because people destroy something. And if you're happy, the happiness leads to more happiness, and other people just want to know why you're happy. Great, let's go, buddy. All right, folks. I'm late for my next interview, and you know it's going to be a good one. And that, yeah, that's the hallway, and that's the, if you can read that, it says exit. Exit stage left, folks, right there. Peace.